et welcome to the Université de Saint-Boniface East Gym. Nous reconnaissons être réunis sur le territoire fixé par le traité numéro 1, ainsi que sur les territoires traditionnels des peuples Anishinaabe, Cri et Dakota, et de la patrie de la nation métisse, et de la rencontre entre les Premières Nations et les Canadiens français. Aujourd'hui, pour notre prochain match de basketball de la saison régulière NIAC, nous accueillons les Lions de Trinity Bible College qui vont affronter les Rouges de l'USD. Voici la rotation débutante. Here's the starting lineup for the visiting Lions. Number 1, Caleb Campos. Number 2, J.O. Fisher. Number 5, Makendra Ledgerwood. Number 10, Marlissa Ledgerwood. And number 11, Michaela Ledgerwood. Lions head coach is Rachel Knoll. The assistant coaches are Quincy Wilson and Angie Soto. And now, here's the starting lineup for the Rouges de l'USD. 5'3" junior guard out of Miles Mac Collegiate. Number 3, Stephanie Skirteska. 5'6" freshman guard out of Garden City Collegiate. Number 5, Danelle Dieto. 5'5", sophomore guard out of Kelvin Secondary School. Number 7, Clarice Ducasey. 5'10", freshman forward out of Kelvin Secondary School. Number 17, Gabby Millman. 5'9", freshman center out of Steinbach Regional Secondary School. Number 21, Fravia Perty. Head coach is Carol Bermuda, and the assistant coaches are Jenlyn Monton, Sunon Bosoya, Cindy Rosicki, and Matthew Judo. Bon match à tous.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Noah from Red River Streams here. We're here for the rematch of last night's game. Les Rouges took the victory last night against the visiting TBC Lions, and here we go, a tip. As Les Rouges gain possession off of the tip. Ducasey and Purdy called for an illegal screen early in this game. Lions setting up their offense here in the offensive end. Here's Ledgerwood to Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood unable to complete. Purdy rebounded. Stolen by Ledgerwood. And Ledgerwood and one, starting the scoring in this matchup, showing some energy and passion to begin this game here. As you may notice today, all three Ledgerwoods, Makendra, Merlissa, and Michaela Ledgerwood, all starting today as opposed to yesterday when only two Ledgerwoods started. So head coach Rachel Noel getting all three Ledgerwoods in the starting lineup, see if that changes things. And the bank free throw is good. And the Lions, like yesterday, start off with the lead and now lead 3-0 in the first minute of this ball game. Millman unable to complete there. Rebounded her own miss. Takes it in. Outside to Diato, who had a hard night last night and is off on the first shot there, shaking off some jitters. getting the hands loose. Last night, Les Rouges defeated the Lions 76-54 off the hot shooting of Diado, who finished the night with 23 points. Les Rouges were able to score a lot of points in transition. We're efficient from beyond the arc. And a steal by Celeste there. She gets it across half court. Cutting Diado is there. Finds Ducassi, who's able to tiptoe the line, but not forever. Casey with the turnover there. The Lions trying to get it quickly across half court to deal with this press. Ledgerwood is trapped, but she is able to find DeCampos. DeCampos able to find Ledgerwood, and she missed a point-blank layup there. Ball off of Patterson. Ledgerwood to Ledgerwood. To DeCampos for three. It's no good. Fisher unable to secure the rebound off the far end of the iron there. And some full court pressure from the Lions. And DeCampos is able to get the steal to Fisher, and Fisher scores 2 points. So nice little start here for the Lions. As they lead, should be 5-0. Says 3-2, but should be 5-0. Scoreboard operators will most likely get that rectified. It's 5-2, correction. DeCampos losing a handle. And now it is 5-0, so a little bit of issues there. I didn't think Les Rouges scored. Oh, and we have ourselves an injured player for the Lions. It's to be Michaela Ledgerwood. And we'll take a quick break. Nice to see Ledgerwood able to get back to the bench on her own feet there. Don't really know what happened. We are checking the replay to kind of see what happened on that collision. But anyways, we'll move on here from DeCampos to Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood guarded by Patterson. Patterson down in the low post. DeCampos using the Ledgerwood screen. She pulls up for two. Is no good. But Fisher on the offensive rebound. Opportunistic. Blocked there by Howard. Nice block by Howard. And short there from Ducassi. A little bit of chaos there. Foul called against DeCampos. And we're going to get some free throw opportunities here for Les Rouges. McInnes misses the first. And McInnes successful on the second. So the Rouges have entered the scoring in this game. They they trail 5-1. 7:41 left in this first quarter. A little bit of sloppy play to start here for Les Rouges as Ducasey drives. And she gets herself 2 free throws based on her efforts. Ducasey's no good on the first. And unsuccessful on the second. So Les Rouges struggling a bit from the free throw line here. 1-4 to start. Nice cut by Fisher. Unable to succeed on the layup opportunity, but she was out of bounds, and apologies, not Fisher, Julie Hull. And some full court press action from the Lions. And a travel is called. On a little bit of chaos there at half court. Slow start here for Les Rouges. A better start for the Lions here tonight. Lions really struggled with the turnovers in last night's matchup, which led to a resounding win for Les Rouges. But an efficient night from Diotto. And, you know, she's a great player, but we won't be replicating 3 of 3 from beyond the arc and 10 of 13 from the field. So scoring is going to have to come from other ends of Les Rouges, but it's so far in this game, something we expected a little bit yesterday was a little bit more size and physicality from this Lions team. And so far in this matchup, they're able to get to the line here quite efficiently and have had ample opportunities inside the paint. The opportunity to add to the total. And Potts misses the first. And she converts on the second. Again, some full court pressure here, working well for the Lions, and we got a trap. We're a little over eager. McInnes does not seem to be a fan of getting helped out from the other team there. That's second time in short order where the Lions have offered to help her up after a little bit of a hard foul, and she's rejected their reach. You know, the competitive nature there, it's always flowing. So to each their own, everyone has a different method. Hull turns it over, but then McInnes is able to rip it from Hull, and she scores on the 2-point opportunity, and Les Rouges get it themselves into a press of their own here. Back to Fisher. Fisher struggling, but she finds Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood guarded by McInnes. Ledgerwood using the screen from another Ledgerwood. Back to Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood for 3, and that's good. Good start from Melissa Ledgerwood, who's now up to 7 points tonight. Struggled mightily last night, but is already a lot quicker here. Quick start here as Ducasey misses that opportunity there. Marissa Ledgerwood, actually one of the Ledgerwoods who had an efficient night of the field. Shot 2 of 3 last night, but she already starts it off quickly here, 2 of 3 herself. Shot from McKendra Ledgerwood is no good. Rebounded by Les Rouges, out to McInnes, who is unable to handle that high pass cross court. Not much pressure there, and they fumbled it just a bit there. Fisher to Fisher, to Berkey, back to Fisher, using the Berkey screen. Fisher drives, she shoots, is no good, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. No, they'll let them play out. Les Rouges will take it across. DeCassi attempts to drive through. A flop call shown by the official as to why it was not a block. And DeCassi is able to score 2 points there of her own. Fisher gets it inside of Ledgerwood. Nice effort there. Picked up by Hull. Hull surveys her option, gets it down to Berkey. Berkey working on Millman, unable to get her feet in good position there. And ball is deflected off of Les Rouges. It will be possession Lions. Inside, no good. Offensive rebound by Berkey. Kick to Fisher, who mishandles it but is able to corral it. To Hull. Hull drives on the left. Out to Fisher, and no, that pass is errant there. Last night the Lions were 4 of 17 from 3. And so far in this game, they have already almost matched that total here. Shooting 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. Scramble inside there, picked up by Diato. Diato attacking the paint. A little jump shot off the bank is good. So Diato opens her scoring here tonight with a little bank shot there. 6 minutes into this game. Deep inside for Fisher, who pushes it out to Hull. Hull, screen set by Ledgerwood. She missed the cutting Hull there off the screen. And out of bounds called on Fisher. Across the timeline by Les Rouges. Jump shot is good. Patterson with a nice 14-footer there. And Les Rouges have equalized the game here at 9. Despite the slow start, trailing 7-1. They have now gotten back, and here's Diato, the opportunity to take the first lead of the game for Les Rouges. She hesitates, and she scores. So Diato now up to a quick 4 points after starting a little slow on the offensive end. She causes a turnover, and ball is put out of bounds on the baseline. And out of bounds is called against Trinity Bible College, thanks to the pressure of Les Rouges. Ball's into Celeste, guarded nicely by Ledgerwood, but Celeste knifing her way through, unable to convert on the opportunity there, but a nice drive to get a free layup. She just couldn't finish. That's picked off by Engbrecht. Engbrecht splits the defenders. Driving, kicks it out to Celeste in the corner. Celeste penetrates, hesitates, to Purdy. Nice find there from Anne Celeste, who found Purdy. Oh, and a turnover here. Diato picks it up, but it is stolen by Ledgerwood, who now has one lady to beat. Down to Berkey, and Berkey successful on the try. So back and forth contest here the last 3 minutes after a slow start from both teams on the offensive end. They're now trading buckets side to side. Celeste double team. She gets it across to Engbrecht. Engbrecht for 3 is no good. Rebounded by Berkey, but ends up in the hands of Purdy. Patterson doubled in the corner. Wisely knocks it off the leg of Ledgerwood.
Timeout, Trinity Bible College.
And a timeout is called. by the TBC Lions, who trail 13-11 with 2:39 left in this first quarter. We're back. And Celeste for three is no good. Offensive rebound by Millman. Millman using the body. Celeste taking advantage of the space is no good on the layup. Rebounded by Ledgerwood. Fisher across half court. She finds Berkey. Berkey goes up for the layup. Is no good. Purdy rebounded. Diato quickly across half court. Surveying options. She has Ducassi on her side. She penetrates, goes inside, and is able to generate the foul there. Diato is good on the first. And here are the Lions. Last night, the Lions started off strong in the first quarter, started to trail between the 3 or 4 minute mark of the first towards the better part of the rest of the game. Nice cut there by Fisher, found by Ledgerwood, number 10. But what I found is some of the offense started to appear late in the second half and kind of showed what they can do. And we had mentioned the sea legs a little bit with the long drive as they quickly get across. 2-on-1. Here's Ledgerwood. She goes up for the layup. No foul called, but she finishes through the contact, and the game is tied 15-15. And we kind of saw and an errant pass there. An opportunity there for Melissa Ledgerwood to gain an opportunity. Good instincts there from her. But we saw a slow start for them last night, and here tonight it looks like they're being a lot more efficient. Is no good there, rebounded by Fisher. Someone to watch for the Lions is Kayla DeCampos, who struggled to start last night's game, but started to find her rhythm all around the floor. Nice post by Michaela Ledgerwood, who is found by Melissa Ledgerwood. Nice entry pass into the post. And a foul is called against another Ledgerwood. You guessed it. But I do expect a much more competitive match compared to the 22-point loss, 76-54 that the Lions suffered yesterday. And on that foul in the full court press will lead to free throws as Les Rouges are in bonus. And Ducassi will take the first, and she sinks it. Ducassi was the second leading scorer for Les Rouges last night with 12, and she adds 2 to her point total today, which gets her up to 4. With 52 seconds, we'll see how they go. Quickly breaking the press, Ledgerwood hesitates, goes up for the layup, she misses it. And unable to corral the offensive rebound is Fisher. And we've seen a lot of that yesterday, actually. A lot of point-blank layups where they have broken the press. They had the opportunity to convert and were unable to do so. Les Rouges unhappy with that no call there. The Lions will take full advantage of it. All inside to Ledgerwood, who's doubled. Ducassi with some aggressive defense, and a travel will be called here, I'm assuming. Yes, a travel called there. Just one too many steps from Marlissa Ledgerwood. And a timeout for USB as the shot clock is 24 and the game clock is 24.7. So they want to plan up a game plan here for this remaining possession in this first quarter. And Les Rouges for this final possession. They'll have Diato, Purdy, Celeste, Howard, and Ducasey out for this final 18 seconds here. Ducasey with the ball. She's at the top of the three-point line. Screen set by Diato and Purdy. She uses a screen of Diato. She finds Diato. Double screen there. Opportunity is no good. Fight for the rebound. Picked up. Time will expire. And nothing will happen out of that. So a much more competitive first quarter than what we saw last night. The game is tied 17-17, and I am sure we're in for an exciting remaining three quarters here at Université de Saint-Boniface. Right, starting the second quarter, Les Rouges will start with the opening possession. Inside to Ducasey, who is unable to complete the layup there. Engbrecht across half court. She finds another Ledgerwood. Rebounded by Skrteska. Quickly out to Ducasey. To McInnes. Turnover there, Ledgerwood bringing it across half court, defended by Howard. She's doubled by Skrteska. And a reach is called on Skrteska as she was trying to get that jump ball or rip the ball from Ledgerwood. Fisher to Ledgerwood for three. Every part of the rim but in. Unfortunate roll there for the Lions. Ducasey quickly knifing through the defense and scores with the left-handed layup. Good agility there and good speed. And we got a triple team, but she is beaten. She finds the Ledgerwood underneath. Ledgerwood goes up, and that scores. I think if we see maybe a 25% improvement on that end of those break the press, wide open layups here, the Lions will have a much greater chance in this game compared to what they had yesterday. They just missed too many of those, and so far in this game, they've done a good job of cleaning up those errors and getting opportunities as there's 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Patterson, she hesitates, she puts it up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood pressured by McInnes. She finds another Ledgerwood. She pushes inside, and she is able to get a blocking foul on Patterson, who was unable to set her feet. That will send Ledgerwood to the line. And the effort is evident from the Ledgerwoods as they have hit the deck multiple times already in this game. They really want to leave Winnipeg, Manitoba with a split. And the game is tied 19-19 with 8:30 remaining in the second quarter. Casey into Skrteska. A foul called. Against the Lions. Casey will inbound. Ducasey, three-point attempt, no good. Rebounded by Fisher. Fisher guarded closely by McInnes to DeCampos. DeCampos is doubled. McInnes is able to poke it away. Picked up by Millman. Millman finds Ducasey, who finds McInnes, who wisely pulls it away, allows Les Rouges to reset. Nice move from Skrteska there. She gets it to Millman, and a travel is called. And Millman seems to be struggling something with her right hand there. She's already taped up on that right thumb. Seems to be a little more issues with it. A good fight for the ball there as bodies hit the floor. Scramble, running out of time to get across half court, which they do. Missed that one. Berkey drives against Purdy, met by a double team from Patterson. And a foul is called against Patterson on that attempted jump ball rip. Ball is deflected off of Skrteska, out of bounds. The Lions will maintain possession here in the offensive end with 14 seconds on the shot clock. 13, sorry. Inbounded to Berkey, who goes up. Good defense from both McInnes and Howard. Inside to Ledgerwood. Inbounded to Skrteska, back to Ducasey. Ducasey is able to evade Fisher temporarily there. Patterson guarded tightly by Berkeley. Patterson gets it into Ducasey. Ducasey, step back three is no good, but nice flying rebound from Skrteska, but that is picked off by DeCampos. She's got one lady to beat and poked out nicely by Ducasey there. Berkey shuffled the feet just a bit there. They're not going to call it though. Looked like a travel to us here in the booth. Purdy with a layup opportunity is no good. Rebounded high and tight by Berkey. Berkey to DeCampos. It's 2-on-1. She tries to wrap it around, is unable to, and turns the ball over. Inbounded to Celeste. Celeste splits a couple defenders. She finds Engbrecht. Engbrecht going in. Purdy with the offensive rebound is no good. Ball is inbounded to Purdy, who finds Diato. Diato quick to three, and she's good. Diato's first three-point make of the contest here tonight. Last night shooting an efficient 4 of 7 from beyond the arc. And the Lions quickly answer with a 3 of their own. Celeste looking for a cutting Patterson, who did not cut. It would have been there. Patterson setting the screen for Diato. She rejects it. She is left with a mid-range jumper, and that one is good using the left side of the glass. Over to Fisher. Fisher down in the low post to Ledgerwood, guarded by Purdy. Movement around her. She's doubled. She looks for an escape. She finds DeCampos, who will take the 3. And that's no good. Rebounded by Diato. Quickly outletted to Engbrecht. Engbrecht, she finds Celeste. Celeste gets inside the paint. Little push shot is no good. She rebounds her own miss though. The shortest girl on the court is able to pick up the offensive rebound. Engbrecht with an opportunity is no good. And the Lions get away unscathed there from that battle. Multiple opportunities for Les Rouges, but no answer there on the offensive end. Here's Fisher, guarded by Celeste. Poked out nicely by Celeste. She's got Diato up ahead. Diato with an opportunity is unable to corral. Keeps it alive momentarily, but will push it out of bounds. With 5 minutes remaining in this first half, this game is very tightly contested. Les Rouges are only leading by 2 here. And the biggest lead from either team has only been 6. So it's been a very tight game. Both teams fighting hard. What you would expect here after a push called on legal contact called against number 1, Kayla DeCampos. We'll see some substitutions here for TBC as number 3, Hannah Fisher, has entered into this game. To Celeste. Celeste guarded by the freshly checked in Fisher. She goes to attempt it, but blocked by Ledgerwood and then picked up by another Ledgerwood, who will attack. Goes up with the left hand, and Engbrecht a little too handsy for the ref's eyes. And a block is called. And that will get Ledgerwood to the line for 2, who's unsuccessful on the first. This was a struggle for them last night. At the line for the Lions, they gave up 7 points. They went 0 for 2 on that trip. They went 6 of 13 yesterday, kind of thrown into no man's land. But Les Rouges come out with it. Celeste stops, tries to find the trailing Patterson. Bodies hit the floor, and Patterson is able to score. Les Rouges equal their largest lead of the game with 4. And we'll take a quick break here as players hurt on the court. With some help, Ledgerwood was able to get back to the bench. Hopefully everything is okay. Looks to be either an ankle, knee, some sort of leg injury. Official with some directions to some of the players there. Don't really know what that was about. To Berkey, to Fisher, back to Ledgerwood, who shoots a three, but it is blocked by Engbrecht. Nice block from Engbrecht on that three-point attempt. Excuse me, Howard was the one with the block, 16. Mid-range jumper is no good. Another opportunity on the offensive end is no good as well. And quickly in transition is Howard, who goes up. Seemed like a lot of contact there, nothing called. McInnes guarding Ledgerwood, using that lefty dribble. She attacks. A little too much velocity on that one. And deflection is off Les Rouges. And that ball is turned over. From their own offensive end, and a timeout is called as Les Rouges lead 26-22. So both teams struggling a bit offensively here. Les Rouges shooting 16% behind the arc in this game today, compared to their very hot shooting of yesterday, which was just under 50%. And the Lions as well, struggling from behind the line, only 20% here today, which is not an improvement to yesterday where they only shot 24%. And rebounded there on the offensive opportunity is Ducassi, who is able to secure the offensive rebound and the putback layup. And the Rouge now have their biggest lead of 6, stolen by Ducassi. Diato looking, and a foul. No, a travel is called against Diato, who had a 2-on-0 opportunity if she was able to settle the feet. Here's Ledgerwood going all the way around the world, unable to get it. And the possession will still go with the Rouge after that missed opportunity. And another turnover from Les Rouges, which it's been very sloppy for both teams to start this game. And a turnover again, picked up by Diato, who has one person to beat, but she finds Ducassi. Nice find from number 5, Diato, to Ducassi. And another turnover there. And Les Rouges now lead by 8. And if Les Rouges can manage the turnovers here, it does not seem like the Lions are able to change that part of history that happened last night. Nice find inside, but Purdy unable to handle the nice bounce pass from Ducasey. Ledgerwood, risky pass. The turnover there, just a little too high for JL Fisher, a 5'6" guard. Maybe she was 5'7", 5'8", would have been able to catch it, but just a little too high outside of her fingertips. And not another turnover, close, but no cigars. And nice move from Ducasey, who's rejected at the rim by Berkey. Ball's moving around a little bit. Ledgerwood, 2-on-1 opportunity here. Will she pass it? No, she hesitates, she goes up, and she's able to generate the foul. Unsuccessful on the first opportunity is Michaela Ledgerwood. Again, an area where they struggled last night. Shooting only 46% behind the free throw line, and successful on the second. As we have some substitutions. Patterson enters for Les Rouges. Patterson cutting inside. Kicks it out to Ducasey. Ducasey for three. It is no good. Nice offensive rebound there from Ledgerwood, as she was able to find Fisher, who missed the layup, but then Ledgerwood was able to pick up the cookies and put it in. Diado missed that opportunity, but nice rebound by Skrteska. Diado moving around, finding herself on the left side, using that lefty shot off the bank, and Les Rouges now lead by 7 in this first half. Another turnover picked up by Diado. Diado's got one lady to beat, and she dishes it off. Nice find by number 5, Diado, the cutting Skrteska, who scores her first 2 points of the ball game. Ledgerwood into Berkey. Shot there from Fisher is clean. Fisher go fishing. She hits the 3 and cuts the deficit to 6. Ball to Skrteska. Skrteska surveying her options. Drives past Hill. Oh, and a nice defensive play by Hill, but then kicked out to Diado. Not the girl you want to leave open. And she misses that opportunity. And a foul called against Ducasey, which will send the Lions to the line as they are in bonus with 13 seconds remaining in this second quarter. The Lions trail by 6, really have struggled behind the line, 44%. You know, 2 free throws here would be great, and they're unsuccessful on the first. And unsuccessful on the second. Rebounded by Les Rouges. They have about 10 seconds left. What will they do with this final possession? 6. Diado gets into a rhythm dribble. She pulls up for 3. Step back. And it's good. And Diado able to hit her first three-pointer of the game. Before that was 0 for 2. And Les Rouges mightily struggled from beyond the arc. only 11%, now 13% in that first half. That has kind of kept the Lions hanging around, that good perimeter defense. But they have really struggled from beyond the arc. Duquesne and Diotto lead Les Rouges with 13 apiece. And Michaela Ledgerwood we're back for the second half. 37-28, Les Rouges lead. Early three-point opportunity for Ledgerwood, and that's good. Ledgerwood hitting the three. 5'8" forward from Ennis, Montana. And a turnover. DeCampos is unable to convert, and Diato picks up the rebound. Diato quickly in the offensive end. She kicks it to Patterson. Howard. Howard's shot is no good. And the ball is out of bounds. And good start for the Lions here in the first 40 seconds of this third quarter. They trail by 6 after that three from Marlissa Ledgerwood. But unfortunately, another turnover there for Les Rouges. And a turnover picked up by Ledgerwood, and that's good. And a blocking foul called, so the Lions called. So a lot of fight from the Lions here. Some injuries happening. Drive inside, foul called against Fisher. Displeased with the call. No good on the first is Diato. And good on the second. So Les Rouges lead 38-33. Fisher. Over to Fisher. To Ledgerwood. Down on the low post. Battling against Howard. Howard, sound defense, but ripped away from Purdy is Ledgerwood. And wide open shot for Ledgerwood is good. 38-35 here. The Lions have come out with intensity and purpose in this second half. Trailing by 9, now trailed by only 4. Just a minute and 30 seconds into this. 2 minutes. There's Celeste to Diato, who hesitates, but now she pulls the three. And a little short on that shot attempt. Coming across the timeline are the Lions. Ledgerwood, screen set by another Ledgerwood. She goes all the way to the rack. A little bit of a wild shot, but picked up by Diato. Diato to Purdy. Purdy, mid-range jump shot is no good. And deflected off of Les Rouges and picked up by the Lions. Lions across the timeline. Inside, nice find for Ledgerwood, who scores the 2. And a timeout called by Les Rouges as the Lions, all the way from North Dakota, trail by only 1 with only 2 minutes and 6 seconds in this third quarter. Les Rouges have kind of been punched in the mouth here to start this third quarter. The Lions have come out with some purpose, outscoring Les Rouges 10-1 here. And another steal and turnover picked up by the Lions. So Ledgerwood coming across, guarded by Patterson. The Lions have an opportunity to take the lead for the first time since the first quarter. And here's Ledgerwood. Aaron's shot is no good, rebounded by Purdy. Diato looking to settle the troops. She slows down the pace, gets the offense set up. Ball to Patterson, outside to Purdy. Along three-point line, back to Diato, who utilizes a Patterson screen, takes a mid-range jumper. That's no good, and a nice box out from Ledgerwood. Rebounded and passed to Ledgerwood. Inside, give and go action is not there. Ledgerwood surveys her options, then she takes a jump shot, which is no good. Ducasey to Diato, and another jump ball. Good defense there from the Lions. We're able to generate another jump ball opportunity. Possession arrow stays with Les Rouges. Ducasey, no good. Diato, no good. And rebound. The three-point shooting struggles remain for Les Rouges in this second half. And it's something they're going to need to figure out in quick order here, because shooting just 16% from beyond the arc is not going to cut it at this level of play, especially at this level of play from the Lions, who have kind of figured out something offensively here. And a little bit of a mishap there as the ball went between a couple of people's legs. Ducasey, screen set by Patterson. She uses that screen. And nice find inside to Patterson, who is able to get herself 2 free throw opportunities off that beautiful pocket pass from Ducasey inside. And Patterson will have her first trip to the line tonight. Patterson successful on the first. We didn't see Patterson in last night's game, so she is making her debut to this 2-game set in this evening's game. Maybe a rest day, maybe some injury or illness we are unaware of, but she was not a participant in last night's game, but she has been a big factor in this afternoon's game, and a travel is called against the Lions. Patterson with 6 points now and 3 rebounds. Celeste inside, trying to skip it around to Patterson, but turns it over, but then it's given right back to her. Lefty layup is no good. Patterson goes back up, and Patterson rewarded for her efforts on the offensive end. She will get another 2 opportunities at the line. And you can see the difference a player like Serena Patterson can do on the floor. Very, very effective offensive rebounder. And she is able to make her free throws. And that is not always something that happens from the bigs. But Patterson has been an effective free throw shooter so far this season, as she goes 2 for 2 from the line here. And Les Rouges will put that full press back on. They now lead by 4. So the Lions, who were threatening to take the lead, now trail by 4. And it's been the turnovers that have caused issue. And Diato steals it right over around the midline. And she is good on the layup. So that's back-to-back-to-back-to-back possessions for the Lions that have ended in turnovers. And as they were just about to take the lead for the first time since the first quarter, they have struggled to take care of the basketball. And another turnover, 8-second violation is called against Fisher. And as a coach myself, this is a moment where I think I might consider using a timeout to settle the troops a little bit, as offensively they are struggling here to just take care of the ball. Not even about getting high quality shots, but rather maintain possession, but they're able to generate a turnover there, and we'll see what they're able to do with that, and a 2-point is scored. And that's why I'm in the broadcast booth and not sitting in the position of Rachel Noel, who would let her girls figure it out, and another 2-point answer there from McInnes, and the lead is back to 6. Heavy pressure from Engbrecht. And a turnover caused off that heavy pressure. McInnes guarded by Ledgerwood. Screen set by Patterson. Nice find inside for Patterson, unable to corral it. Opportunity here for the Lions, and no good on that layup. Rebounded by McInnes, who's quickly turning on the Jets. Scramble for the ball. The Lions come up with it. Oh, and an opportunity missed there from the Lions. Trapped is McInnes. And a foul called against the Lions. And with 5 fouls in the first 5.5 minutes of this third quarter, that'll send the Rouges to the line in bonus time. Tennis is unsuccessful on the first. Unsuccessful in the second, so far the bonus hasn't killed the Lions, but a turnover caused and a layup scored for Diato, who was able to steal the ball away from Hall. And Les Rouges, who were looking to have struggled a little bit offensively and defensively, have now turned the ship here later in this third quarter. Diato rips it away. She's trying to find McInnes, who is able to corral the ball. Tries to feed up to Patterson. Good anticipation play from Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood attacking. And in the restricted area was Celeste, Diato, who tried to set that charge, was unable to get it as she was in the restricted area. And a nice shot made and a turnover there from Diato. So the Lions just scratching and clawing, keeping themselves within striking distance in this game. Trailing by 6. And if they can figure out a way to manage the turnovers, as a 3-attempted point from Ledgerwood is no good. If they can manage the turnovers, it's when they've really struggled, is when they've gone on these stretches of turnover basketball. Inside. Here's Ledgerwood. Nice cut inside. Miscommunication on the switches. You could hear the coach calling out different switches, and they took too long to get to the right switch off that inbound. Diato across the timeline. She has options now. She gets it to Howard with a little 8-foot jump shot, and that's good. Howard's spot right there. They're going to start calling that Howard's corner. Poked away by Engbrecht. Engbrecht, 2-on-1 opportunity. She goes through. Nice little Euro step. Oh, unsuccessful on the layup. But a nice little move from Engbrecht to get that golden opportunity. Just had a little too much juice on the layup opportunity. Picked up by Les Rouges. Into the front court is Ducassi. Patterson goes up And one. Serena Patterson. Nice strong finish through the contact, and is able to generate herself an old-fashioned three-point play if she is successful on this free throw opportunity. Of course she is. Patterson, very efficient from the line. 4 of 5 now. She's now up to 12 total points. And a foul called against Les Rouges. Inbounded to Hall, who gets it to Berkey, who's doubled, but she's able to get out of that double. She finds Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood drives. Three-point attempt is good. Berkey from outside. And she's able to get a steal now. Ledgerwood finds, rotates. Out to Hall, who attempts her luck at a three herself. Rims in and out. Rebounded by Engbrecht, who's doubled. But she's able to get it out to Celeste, who's using that speed and quickness to find Ducasey for three. And that's no good. 2-on-1 rebound picked up. And if she can track this down, she'll have a wide open layup. She missed it. But Berkey followed the miss with an offensive rebound of her own, and the game is now only 4. Nice little stretch run here from the Lions. And a turnover there from Celeste. Ends up in the hands of the Lions. And on her way is Ledgerwood. And Ledgerwood scores. And 52-50. And that's going to force a timeout from Les Rouges, who now lead by only 2 points. And Les Rouges with a minute 23 are going to try and settle it down here just a little bit to close out this third quarter. Went on a little bit of a turnover spree. Skurtaski inside to Patterson, who's doubled. She's able to find Ducasey. Ducasey goes inside. Patterson, fight for the ball. Chaos. And out of bounds on Les Rouges. And TBC Lions have an opportunity to tie or take the lead. Again, for the first time since the first quarter. Screen set. Hall uses the screen. She finds inside. But stolen. A lot of jump ball rips there. And Skurtaski finds the cutting Ducasey, and a nice find from number 7, Skurteska. And that ball touched every part of the rim, but rebounded here by the Lions with 18 seconds remaining. Ledgerwood for 2, no good. Rebounded by Skurteska. Skurteska into the front court. She finds Ducasey. Ducasey with 7 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Patterson sets a screen. She rejects it. She drives inside. And good defense from the Lions. Able to pin that ball down. And swatted away. And with 3 seconds left, Purdy, she gets it out to Celeste. Celeste's going to have to chuck it up, and that's no good. Shot came after the time clock expired. So we're on our way to the fourth quarter, closing time. Les Rouges lead 54-50, and we are in line for an exciting fourth quarter action here at the University of Saint-Boniface. So Lions will start with the possession here in the fourth. Well poked out by Casey. De Campos with a wide open three off an elevator screen is no good. And a charge called against Ducasey. Oh, and an opportunity there was a little aggressive. And Ducasey inside. Patterson dribbling past the guards of Ledgerwood, and a travel is called. So a sloppy start here. First 36 seconds of this fourth quarter. Both teams kind of struggling to string something of substance together. And it's a lot of risky passes, which have not been something we've seen in this game, but it's something that they've done here to start. And another stoppage in play. And Celeste for three. Big shot for Celeste, the first points of this fourth quarter, and she breaks the ice. And we're now at 57-50 for Les Rouges. Ledgerwood takes a three of her own. Is she able to answer? No, she's not, but rebounded by Berkey, flying in there to De Campos with an opportunity to answer, and she won't be able to. Nice defensive rebound by Patterson, who's double-teamed to Celeste. Out quickly to Ducasey. Ducasey attacking the weak defense. And we're going to get another offensive foul charged against Ducasey. Despite her disagreement with that call, it is still going to happen. That's her second offensive foul in this fourth quarter. And a nice cut and find. Unable to finish is Ledgerwood. And Berkey able to get the offensive rebound off the Ledgerwood miss and will earn herself two opportunities here at the line in an attempt to bring this lead down to 5. She's unsuccessful on the first. and unsuccessful on the second. Really has been their crutch in this 2-game set with Les Rouges is the free throw shooting. If they clean that up a little bit, you know, they could be leading in this game right now, and those are free points. They're free throws for a reason. So really got to make sure that they can hone that in throughout the rest of the season for them. DeCampos down to Ledgerwood, and Ledgerwood converts underneath. Errant pass there, but corralled by Diado, and a foul called against the Lions. Les Rouges. To Patterson. Patterson to Engbrecht. Engbrecht around the circle. Screen asks for Diado. She pulls from 3. And that is long and hits nothing but the back baseline. So Lions will have another opportunity to get into this game here, cut into this lead of 5 points. A lot of contact going on that close side, but the official has a good view right there. Berkey, she's double teamed. She tries to go through, and she's able to rip through and generate 2 free throws again. Berkey has been efficient at that today. She has visited the line quite a bit here. She's successful on the first. And we are now, once again, a one-possession game. And a timeout is called by the TBC Lions, who now trail by only 3 points, 57-54. So Diado will inbound. Full court press from the Lions. Back to Diado. Diado guarded closely by Hall and Fisher. She's doubled. Passes it out of the double. Really well done. McInnes blows the layup opportunity. Rebounded by the Lions. Les Rouges are being very aggressive on those first passes after the defensive rebound. So if the Lions are able to recognize that and able to push the pace after that, they will have opportunities galore on the offensive end with 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, 4-on-3s. They just need to recognize it a little quicker and punish Les Rouges for it. Inside. She's trapped. And the ball's ripped away by McInnes. Ball is back to Diado. Diado with a one-woman press break. Gets all the way through. Gets the layup. Is no good. Rebounded by Ledgerwood. To Fisher. Fisher finds Berkey. Posted up against Millman. She forces it up. Is no good. Good individual defense there from Millman. As Diado brings it across. Surveys her options. She finds Engbrecht for the wide open 3. Is no good. Rebounded by Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood is trapped. Gets it through somehow. Berkey finds the wide open. And that's good. So we got ourselves a 1-point ball game, 57-56. Les Rouges lead by 1 with 6 minutes and 11 seconds remaining here today. And a live ball turnover again as the Lions have an opportunity to take the lead for the first time since the first quarter. Hill, and she goes up. Hall. Julie Hall. And now Les Rouges trail by 1 for the first time since the 6-minute mark of the first quarter. And that ball is turned over and possession goes with the Lions. And that is enough, says Les Rouges coaching staff, as they will not call a timeout, but they will substitute a bunch of players in. Purdy has re-entered the game, as well as Ducasey. Now we'll see what the Lions do here with this possession, as there's 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 3-point attempt is no good. Oh, and unable to secure the defensive rebound given right there, but then ripped away by Patterson. Good effort played there to save a possession for her team. She's calling for it in the middle of the court. Engbrecht for 3 is no good. Secured by the Lions. She's doubled. Aggressive here from the Les Rouges, but if the Lions push it, they have opportunities, but they're fumbling and jumbling the ball. All sorts of chaos at half court. And a jump ball is called. And the possession arrow points in the way of the home team. Some discussions between the officials and Les Rouges coaching staff there. And a foul called on that Ducasey drive. She'll earn herself an opportunity to retake the lead here with 4:51 remaining in this fourth quarter. And I don't know what to tell you guys all at home watching this game, but this has been an interesting game for me. It's been turnover prone. A lot of missed opportunities from both teams with some wide open layups or some opportunities at the free throw line. Both teams struggling at the free throw line. Neither team above 65%. But Diato has an answer there as she hits the 2 and Les Rouges regain the lead off of the leadership of their scoring leader, Diato. And a foul called on the aggressive defense against DeCampos. And DeCampos will head to the line for 2. On 3 shots opportunity, her foot was behind the line there. And she sinks the first one. She's unsuccessful on the second. And she's successful on the third. So they have retaken the lead here, 60-59. Risky pass kept alive somehow by the Lions, who now have a 3-point opportunity, is in and out. Nice strong rebounding inside to DeCampos, who's guarded. And a foul call is called against Anne Celeste on the shot. And DeCampos, who I talked about earlier in the broadcast, kind of struggling at the onset of the first game, and they're not going to give it on the shot. They're going to say it was on the ground. Has done a lot better here. And yes, that's what I thought. I thought that was a shooting foul, so they They corrected it after some protest from the coaching staff of the TBC Lions. I thought that was the right call there, as De Campos heads to the line for another pair, and she hits the first one. So the Lions now lead by 2 with 4:32 remaining in this game, and she hits the second. So De Campos, who struggled yesterday, kind of caught fire towards the end of the game. That has continued here tonight. She's been efficient and has filled up the stat sheet. And Celeste tries to attempt to do something special there. She tried to knock it off the defender who was guarding her close to the baseline, but it resulted in a jump ball, and the possession will remain with the Lions. So this is about 4 or 5 possessions in a row here for the Lions based off of turnovers or fouls called against the Rouges, who have not had an opportunity to shoot. They just had those free throws from Diado about 2 or 3 minutes ago. So the Lions have owned the possession of the ball. A 3-point opportunity is no good. Rebounded high by Purdy. Well done there. Ducasey, who hesitates from the defense. Tough pull-away jumper is no good. Quickly across the timeline are the Lions. And here's Ledgerwood. She drives all the way in. Unable to convert. Berkey fighting for it. Ledgerwood gets it. Oh, in and out around the world. Rebounded by Patterson. Patterson going end to end. She finds Ducasey. Diado with no one there. She'll take the 3, and it's good. A big 3 to tie the game at 62 is Diado, who says, if you're not going to take me here at the 3-point line, and Ducasey steals it and scores. So a good 30 seconds of play there from Diado and Ducasey, and Diado throwing the body on the line. Maximum effort there, and is trying to will her team to victory here tonight, this afternoon, despite not having their best game as a team. Diado really making the Lions pay for leaving her wide open on that 3-point line there. As Les Rouges lead by 2 here with 3:25 left in this game. Lions need to take care of the ball, get good opportunity shots, high quality opportunities. And it's no good on that fadeaway shot. And a foul called against De Campos. And you can see Ducasey is fired up. Diado to Ducasey. Ducasey up to Patterson. Patterson wisely holds on to a better shot opportunity. Ducasey rejects the screen. Tries to find Patterson, and that's a turnover. Back over. Both teams struggling with the turnovers today. Both in double digits here this afternoon. The Lions trail by 2. They get into Berkey, who's doubled. She still forces it up, is unable to convert. Diado brings it across half court. She goes right at Ledgerwood, and she turns it over herself. Ledgerwood to Ledgerwood. Ledgerwood screen for Ledgerwood. Thought there might have been a double dribble there, but I guess there was some contact with the other team. Ledgerwood using the screen. She finds Hall, who has 3 seconds remaining, has to point it up and are unable to. And Les Rouges are able to maintain possession. Here's Diado for 2, and she scores. The Lions kind of got caught sleeping there. They heard the shot clock buzzer go down. They assumed the play was dead, but Les Rouges had possession of the ball, and the officials let it play on. And a free layup now, and Les Rouges lead by 4. 3-point by Berkey is no good. And a push is called against Ledgerwood, who seems utterly confused as she was boxing out for position to get that offensive rebound. And that'll send Patterson to the line with just over 2 minutes left in this game. Touches every part of the rim and comes right back out. Patterson back to the line. And unable to succeed in those 2 free throws in crunch time here. Could have extended the lead to 6, but now the lead is still 4. And the Lions threatening here to cut it down. And a poke there from Les Rouges, out of bounds. Possession remains with the Lions. Minute 45. Got to get into their offense relatively quickly here. 4 seconds remain on the shot clock. She goes up, and an offensive foul is called against the Lions on that drive. And Makendra Ledgerwood doesn't really know what she did wrong there. She puts her hands up in question. Those wondering at home, Patterson inside, rebounded by Ledgerwood. Minute 24 left. Inside to Berkey, who has Purdy on her. She rushed that layup opportunity and is unable to succeed, despite good court positioning, getting down low in that post. Celeste to DeCasey. DeCasey settles down the tempo a little bit. 8 seconds now. Diallo surveys her option. Uses the Purdy screen. Comes around. Tries to feed it to Patterson. Nothing is there. And 1 second remains on the shot clock here. 52 seconds left. The Lions certainly need a stop on this last-ditch effort for a score here from Les Rouges and to secure the defensive rebound. And a timeout is called for Les Rouges, who lead 66-62 with 52 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So the Rouge coaching staff certainly drawed up something here to try and get a shot off with 1 second. They're going to need to set a off-ball screen, and it will be pretty much a touch and shoot. You can't even call it a catch and shoot because with 1 second it needs to be in and out quickly. So we'll see what they draw up here. Patterson and Purdy are down in the low block, and Celeste and Diallo are up top there. Diallo crashes inside. They're looking for something. They get Diallo the ball. She has a three-point opportunity. She shoots it. Oh, and just misses there. Nice drawn-up play from the head coach of Les Rouges. But they now are trailing by 4, are the Lions, and they are going to get an opportunity at the line. Michaela Ledgerwood will have an opportunity here to reduce the deficit to 1 possession. She has struggled from the field here today. My apologies. She's been good from the field, 5 of 7, but she has struggled from the free throw line. Now 2 of 5. She's the leading scorer for the Lions today, and she gets the second one. So they now trail. They was put on the wrong team. It should be 66-63. So it's just one possession game here, despite what the clock says. And they have the ball. Here's the opportunity, 33 seconds remaining. The Lions puts it up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Picked up by the Lions. They go up again. They missed that opportunity there. Celeste with 24 seconds comes across the timeline. What will she do? She hesitates. She's immediately trapped by 3 players. Gets it to Patterson. Trying to get that jump ball. She falls, she rolls. And a jump ball is called. And the possession is with the Lions. No foul was called there despite what looked like to be a foul. And the Lions, with 14 seconds remaining in this game, will have an opportunity, trailing 66-63 to tie it. We'll see if they go for the first shot or hold for the last shot for the tie. But either way, head coach Rachel Noel is surely needing to draw up her best play here for her team. Les Rouges, who are at 5 fouls in the period, do have the option to send a team who has shot just 40% from the free throw line today to the line here with 14 seconds while they trail by 3, so there's no opportunity for them to tie it. If Les Rouges elect to play defense on this possession, they are risking the opportunity to tie it, but then again, shooting only 33% from beyond the arc are the Lions. So inside is Ledgerwood here around the three-point line, letting the time go down. They draw up a three-point play. The opportunity's there. She misses the shot. Les Rouges secure the rebound. Diado dribbles around. There's 2 seconds remaining. They will not be able to foul, and the time expires. And Les Rouges, who have not played their best game here today, come away with the victory, 66-63. They don't ask how, they ask how many, and Les Rouges can count this one as a W on the schedule, as they scratched and clawed their way to a 3-point victory here tonight against the visiting Trinity Bible College Lions. We want to thank you for joining us here today at the Red River Streams team broadcast based out of Niverville. This has been a pleasure to broadcast these two teams, the TBC Lions and, of course, Les Rouges de l'USB. Stay tuned for in about 20 minutes. The men's match will start, where Les Rouges lost last night. Hope to avenge their loss against the TBC Lions, who beat them in about a 20-point ball game last night. So the game will start at about 2 o'clock in about 20 minutes. And we are also broadcasting live tonight the volleyball games, as there is a nice prayer circle here between the two teams. And thank you for joining us here. So we're going to end this live stream, and be sure to catch all the action. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the action here today, and we'll be here for all Les Rouges sports throughout the season. Goodbye.